If you like the videos, if you enjoy the information, please show your support. We could really use your help. Please donate to paypal.me@YHUHderek. Thank you. We will start from the beginning. Before we start any letters, words, or verses, we need to address what it means to follow Yahuwah and His Word. Cost: the sum total of acquiring, producing, accomplishing, or maintaining anything. A sacrifice, loss, or penalty. Luke 14:25 through 33. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said to them, If any come to me, and hate not his father, and mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sister, and yes, his own life, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever not bear his cross, and come after me, cannot be my disciple. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sit not down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it, unless after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that see it begin to mock him, say began to build and was not able to finish it. Or what king, going to make war against another king, sit not down first and consult whether he will be able with 10,000 to meet him that comes against him with 20,000. Or else, while the other is far away, he sends an ambassage and of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that don't forsake all that he has, he cannot be my disciple. There are 3 questions you need to ask yourself seriously. In verse 26, Yahusha talks about hating your father and mother. That word hate is the Greek word misio, used for the Hebrew word shana. Shana, meaning to hate or to change for the worse. The root word to shana is shan, and that's a tooth or to be sharp. It implies cutting into or piercing. The nun in the word is a seed, and it indicates repeating or reproduction. Add the alp at the end of the word, and it emphasizes the sharp, piercing, repeating motion. So that is what hate would look like. Or in this case, emotion that repeats. So you have a sharp, piercing, gnashing. That is the feeling of hate, the physical representation of hate. So when Yahusha is saying hate, he's asking you to be willing to turn your affection away from the most loved people in your life and towards him and Yahuwah's covenant, especially if they will not follow Yahuwah's covenant. First question, are you willing to go against everyone you know to follow Yahuwah's word? All right, in verse 27, we have the word cross, and Yahusha talks about bearing your cross and coming after him. That word cross is the Greek word staros, and it's an upright stake used by Romans for capital punishment. Now, there is no Hebrew equivalent for this word. The Romans borrowed this form of punishment from the Phoenicians for the worst crimes. So this punishment was a drawn-out death sentence through suffocation. It included scorn from the public, being beaten, being declared an enemy of the state, and being abandoned by family, friends, and other believers. Yahusha tells us in Matthew 24:9 through 13 that we will suffer the same fate. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated among all nations for my name's sake. And then many offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall become cold. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Second question, knowing what punishment is to come, are you still willing to believe and follow Yahuwah's word? In verse 31, there was a mention of a king going to war against another king. That word for war is the Greek word polemos, and that is the Greek substitute for the Hebrew word lakam, meaning to fight or to war. You need to know that this is definitely a war. It's a war for souls. The righteous will side with Yahuwah, and the rest of the world will belong to evil spirits. You cannot abstain from this war. Either you are for Yahuwah or you are on the other side. See Matthew 12, verse 30. Revelation 12, 7 through 9. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was there a place found in heaven anymore. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Shaitan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out unto the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Here are some of the other verses that talk about the war, and please take a look at them. These verses show that the world belongs to Shaitan. And these verses show that Yahusha is not of the world. Please take a look at these when you have a chance. Last question. Whose side will you choose? May Yahuwah help you make the right choice.